Hi ho and welcome to One Man's Dream. I'm James and today I'll be talking about my most magical day at Magic Kingdom. So in my previous trip in August-September 2017, when I visited Orlando, my very first full day was at Magic Kingdom. And that's a tradition of mine, start the trip at Magic Kingdom and end the trip at Magic Kingdom. But before I go on talking about it, let's jump back 180 days. So as you might know, you get 180 days to reserve your dining reservations before your trip. And one thing I really wanted to do on my very first day at Magic Kingdom is to have a dining reservation at Be Our Guest. So when I went on the website 180 days before my trip to book Be Our Guest for a dinner reservation, which is the evening meal, there were none left. And I was quite gutted, to be honest. But there was a breakfast reservation free, and I decided to take it because I had the most amazing idea. The reservation was booked at 20 to 9 in the morning, which is 20 minutes before the park actually opens. And since I was staying off site, I wasn't entitled to extra magic hours. So this was my best opportunity to get those extra magic hours because I had a dining reservation. And when I booked this reservation, I had so many ideas. So we would go into the park and ride a few rides before the official opening, before rope drop. Rope drop is basically another way to say opening, like when the park opens, because since Disney uses theatrical terms like rope drop, cast members, backstage, front stage and things like that, rope drop is when you can enter the park at when it's officially open. And since we had this dining reservation before 9 o'clock, we were entitled to go into the Magic Kingdom before the official rope drop. And that was my idea before we even got to Orlando. So let me talk about the actual day itself. As always, we were running quite late on the first day because of jet lag and we were quite tired. But when walking down Main Street, the opening show was about to start with Mickey Mouse and the Disney characters. And I cannot express how amazing this was. Walking down Main Street and seeing Mickey welcome guests to the Magic Kingdom with all the princesses and Disney characters. And when Mickey officially announced the Magic Kingdom opened, we rushed to Be Our Guest to see if we actually could still get the reservation because we were quite late for it. And when we were walking to Be Our Guest through Fantasyland, there was this newly wedded couple and a cast member saw their badge saying newlywed, and she shouted 3 cheers for this newly wedded couple because they've just got married. And it was just an amazing and magical moment because that's why I love Disney so much, because you wouldn't see that at any other park, let's be honest. And this was just an amazing start for this incredible day at Magic Kingdom. So we finally got to Be Our Guest. I rushed to the desk and said, are we still okay to eat here for breakfast? And they said, sure. And I was like, oh, thank goodness for that. I won't go into the Be Our Guest review because that is my next video. So I'll skip past the Be Our Guest experience and talk about the rest of my day. So after we ate at Be Our Guest for our breakfast, we had fast passes for Pirates of the Caribbean, Space Mountain and Jungle Cruise. The first ride was Pirates of the Caribbean and I love this attraction. It's an original Walt Disney attraction as well and I just love everything about it. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favourite franchises and I love the Jack Sparrow animatronic near the end. And that's why I wanted to start my Magic Kingdom trip with this attraction because it's one of my favourites. Then we went to Space Mountain and I forgot how good this ride was. If I'm being totally honest, when going on Space Mountain, I remembered it as a quite of a chill ride, like not exciting. Don't get me wrong, I love the attraction, but when I went on this time, I forgot how much of a thrill ride it is. And I just loved it. Next up we went on Jungle Cruise and it's another Disney favourite of mine. I love the dad jokes, like if you know me I make so many poor dad jokes and it's just a great attraction. I love everything about Jungle Cruise and the bad side of water. And just the whole attraction is just incredible for me, because I love all the wacky jokes and and it's quite a long attraction as well. It's about 10 minutes long, which I love as well, because it's not like it's a 2-minute attraction. You actually get your money's worth, or your wait time worth of attraction time. As well as our 3 fast passes, we went on other attractions like Haunted Mansion, Big Thunder Mountain, we watched the Muppets American show, and all of them brought so many great memories back to me, and I knew that this was going to be an amazing trip. So after we'd done a few attractions and I went shopping for my Magic Band at Space Mountain, we decided to do a few PhotoPass opportunities. And we got a few photo passes at the castle with me and my sister and my family. Now, what I love about PhotoPass is that everybody can be in the photo. When you take a photo from your own phone, you either have to ask another guest, can you take a photo of us, or one family member has to step aside and take the photo. And this is why I love PhotoPass so much, is because every member in your party can be in the photo, and not one person has to step aside and take the photo themselves. And just throughout the whole day, we're experiencing everything Disney, visiting the stores, the attractions, and at this time it was coming towards the Festival of Fantasy Parade. Now, I've got this gadget where it stabilises your phone when filming shows like Fantasmic and Happily Ever After, and I used it for Festival of Fantasy, and it wasn't the gadget, but it was my phone, and it overheated when filming the Festival of Fantasy Parade, so I don't have a full video of the show, unfortunately. Just everything about this parade I just love. I love the soundtrack, I love the floats, I love the characters, and viewing it in person for the very first time, it was just magical. So after the parade, we decided to cool off a bit and go to the stores on Main Street USA, and we're getting quite hungry, and I was looking on the map saying what restaurants we could eat, which had availability, which was a huge mistake by me, because I was more focused on the Be Our Guest restaurant for breakfast, but we actually got a dining reservation at the Plaza restaurant, and I love this restaurant. I've only been once, which was the very first day, and I cannot wait to visit again. The food is amazing, and the Oreo milkshake, oh, that is to die for. It was so nice. So it's coming up tonight, and we were about to view Once Upon a Time. Now, I feel this show doesn't get appreciated as much, and what I love about Once Upon a Time is because they pack so many Disney characters and songs and animations into this show. But the main attraction at night in Magic Kingdom is Happily Ever After. I had never watched this show via YouTube or clips, because I really wanted to experience it in person for the very first time. And I could not believe it. It is so beautifully done. The music, the Happily Ever After song is just amazing. The fireworks are just incredible throughout this show. And I love how they kept Tinkerbell to fly over Magic Kingdom as well from Wishes. But Happily Ever After will always mean something to me, especially because it's the very first time I watched it in Magic Kingdom. And the soundtrack, the animations, the projections on the castle as well, the fireworks, everything about this show was just amazing. And I did get quite emotional when watching it, because the voiceover when the person says at the end, like, follow your dreams, go grab them, not them exact words, but on the lines of, and that's the reason why I've made this YouTube channel, because that really inspired me to go live my dream. You shouldn't care what other people think, and I love Disney, especially from Walt's previous works, from when he was starting the Walt Disney Company to where it is today. That's why I've made this YouTube channel and my Instagram and Twitter accounts, because of Happily Ever After. I'm getting quite emotional when watching it, and everything about this show I'm so grateful of, because it really made me think of what I really want to do in life. I've always been anxious doing a YouTube channel because of what people think, and this show really made me think, just do it. Who cares? You will make some great friends, which I have already, and I'm so thankful of everyone who's supported me on this channel, and it's all because of Happily Ever After and that message at the end. And this is why it's the most magical day of my life at Disney, because of this show. Don't get me wrong, the whole day was magical, going on the attractions, seeing the parade, eating breakfast at Be Our Guest. Everything about this day was magical, but this show just topped off this amazing day. I could go on and on and on talking about this most magical day at Magic Kingdom, but this video would literally go on for hours. So I really hope you've enjoyed looking at all my amazing photos and me telling you about my most magical day at Magic Kingdom. I do really appreciate all your support, so please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _onemanstream_. I love making new friends. I've made so many great friends. I've got over 600 followers on Instagram, which is amazing. As always, I do have an email address, james.onemanstream@gmail.com, so please give me an email if you've got any questions of your upcoming trips. So that's it. Thank you for joining me today. I'm James. This is One Man Stream. I'll see you real soon. But